Hello again, this is Gabriela here. So today I will invite you to subscribe and to click on the small bell there, so this way you can get notified whenever I post something new about how is living in a small island like La Gomera, and about my struggle with infertility and all other adventures that are happening in our lives here. The theme from today is gonna be how is it like to live on a small island, actually pretty small, and if this can work or not for anybody. What you have behind me, I am out on the terrace and it's a little bit windy, so I really hope that the wind is not gonna interfere that much with my voice. And you can see right there the ocean and the beautiful mountains from La Gomera. It's an amazing view that I wake up to every morning. I have it in my bedroom, I have it in the living room, I have it on the terrace, and practically everywhere I go I have kind of the same amazing view. But this view comes into the same package with other things that not everybody is willing to let go or can let go. So before asking ourselves if we can live on a small island, I think that each and any of us should judge this decision from his own perspective and from his own point of view, after trying and listening, of course, different points of view. So I don't know how it's living in other islands other than Tenerife or La Gomera, because I lived on both, but I can tell you my experience here, and you can decide when life on a small island can work or not for you. Again, I'm repeating myself. What works for me, it's not necessarily gonna work for anybody else, or for you, or for some friends of yours, or for people that are willing to give a try to this type of work. Here in La Gomera, in total, we are around 19,000 people, residents people. That means people actually working and living here on a normal, regular, daily basis. We do have a hospital that is situated into the other part of the island. I am living into the south part in Valle Gran Rey, and you have the hospital that is in the capital, and that is called San Sebastian. But it's not the type of hospital where they can do anything. So when something more serious comes up, you are transferred immediately in Tenerife, yeah, to one of the big hospitals from Tenerife. In the south part where I am living, we are around, I would say, 3,500 people, more or less, take it or leave it, somewhere there. So that means we are a pretty small community, and we kind of know almost all of us. We know who we are, we know what we are doing here, and all this. This can be very nice, but this can also be a problem when you would want a little bit more privacy or intimacy for yourself, because here everybody knows what everybody is doing. So this is something definitely you have to keep in mind, that you have to keep saying hello, 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 hello from the moment you step out of your house till the moment when you come back. And here it's very normal that everybody is actually asking you about your life and all these things, that a lot of people can find way too invasive into their private life. Regarding the normal life now, I think people can live anywhere. But on a place like La Gomera, you have to know from the start that you have to leave behind some normal things. So if you are the type of person that loves to go to cinema, or loves to go to the theater, or loves to go to a good concert, a big concert, I mean, yeah, like in good old times, that means probably La Gomera, it's not going to be necessarily your best choice, because here you don't have nothing of this. So your first choice for this would be to make a trip to Tenerife and enjoy whatever cinema, theater, or whatever big mall or this. We have shops here, but there are kind of small shops, and you will not always find anything that you need or want in that moment. You can order online or you can order in the shop things that you need, but bottom line is majority of the stuff, if you do need it in that moment, it's not gonna happen. You will have to wait. It can be one day when you are lucky and they bring it from Tenerife, or it can be 1 month if you order it from other places or other countries, or I don't know. So this is another thing that you have to consider it really, really good. But on the good point is that all the big clothes companies, like, I don't know, H&M, Bershka, Zara, or whatever, they all send here, yeah? So you can order online anything you want and just wait until you get the package. It's not the same like when you go into the shop and you can try anything and you can actually see if something is good or wrong for you, but it's something that you can work with, thinking that you are living here. Also, you are kind of a little bit stuck in having the same friends. I don't say that in the bad way, but it's not that easy to necessarily meet new people, because the people that come here are mostly tourists, and some of them come here to just disconnect from everything, and they are not necessarily in the best mood of getting to know people here or making new friendships or stuff like this. So you are gonna be surrounded by the same people over and over again. So if you are the type of person that is looking into friendships or making new friendships all the time, probably not necessarily your best choice here on a very small island. Yeah, you have the beach, you have the ocean all the time. We have amazing temperatures even in the winter time. So these are all a huge plus, a huge plus if you ask me. And the quality of life, I would really dare to say that the quality of life tends to be much better on a smaller place like this one, because here it's much easier to live more earthy, to eat more healthy, yeah. And we think that we don't have fast foods here, we don't have nothing related to this social life lived on a fast forward, yeah, that you find in Europe or in America or in big cities or in big places. So there is, here you will not find the normal life rush that you have everywhere. So you have to understand that here life has another time. Everything can be done slowly, everything has needs time to be done, and things don't happen as fast as in other parts. So basically, yeah, you need to learn how to be patient, you need to learn how to wait, and mostly all other things that you are used in living into a big country or into a big place or into a big city are not going to happen here. It's not necessarily a bad thing, because a nice, quiet, peaceful life is not going to harm nobody in the end. This is for sure. So I don't know if you do have questions about anything specific, you know, what you can find or not. These were just some main ideas regarding living on a small island. But if you do have some specific ideas, just feel free to leave it in the comments, and I will answer each and any of them. Also, for example, in case you are wondering, for us, in order to get from La Gomera to Tenerife, we have to take a big boat. It's called ferry boat, and you just hop in with your car there, and the trip is around 1 hour in total, and then you get into Tenerife. But even if this sounds accessible, you have to take in mind that for the people living in the south, like I am, we don't have right now a functional ferry here because of the COVID situation and all that. So we have to just wake up with like 2-3 hours before. We have to drive 1 hour and something till San Sebastian on a road that it's not necessarily very friendly. and there we have to hop on the ferry boat. And when you come in the evening at 8, 9 o'clock with the boat that comes back, and you have to drive all that road all over again in the night with the low, it's not the pleasant situation. It's not necessarily very, very pleasant, but you get used to it. In the end, I was actually thinking at one point that us as human beings are very fortunate that we can adjust, and the things that we were thinking that we cannot live without, it turns out 6 months later or 1 month later, 1 year later, that we almost forget about them, and we cannot imagine living life in a different way. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I really hope you will click on that subscribe and to the bells. In this way you will get notified every time I post something. And yeah, I do have a lot of fun ideas for videos, and I will do the best that I can to post in a time frame that it's gonna be, like every 2 3 days. So thank you so much. Until next time, kisses.